Bring out our next real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. 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 I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. The other girls poppin', they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop the balloon. I'll give you the life that you always dreamed. In New York and some jets, like a football team. You're gonna get quality time, plus some words of affirmation. It's all on my dime, gives an access service at any destination. Just don't pop the balloon, and we'll both be okay. You'll be my boo, and I will be your babe. Now it's down to me and you still got your balloon. And that can only mean one thing, and this is just the beginning. I'm so glad you didn't pop, girl. Thank you that you did not pop. I'm so happy that you didn't pop. I'm so glad that you did not pop. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Welcome to a real one, real time. I'm excited, elated, and ecstatic. I'm hoping that you can hear me. I'm hoping that everything is checked in, just like my all natural blonde hair. Folks, I'm excited for tonight's event. We have some remarkable individuals that are ready to find their real one. Okay. Some people are saying they can't hear me. If you can't hear me, maybe log out and log back in. Let's see. Make sure everybody can hear. Let's see. Can my brothers hear me? Can my brothers hear me? Okay, great. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if someone needs to log out and log back in, that might be beneficial. Before that, let's see. Make sure you subscribe, folks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We want to drop some great content, and we need your support and your help. Like this live, like it up. Also, hey, Pointer's got to eat dinner. Pointer's got to eat dinner. You know, I'm not too proud to beg, as the Temptations said. So if you need to donate on PayPal, but some of you say, hey, Pointer, we don't have PayPal. So why not Cash App? You know, why not Cash App then? You know, I know you got a Cash App. And some of you say, I don't have Cash App. What about Venmo? You got to have one of the three in today's society to send money virtually. So make sure you hook your boy up. And then, of course, you know, just super chat. You know, if you want to shout out, send a super chat, you know, all that good stuff. Folks, we've got some wonderful individuals We're keeping it short and sweet. We're keeping it small. We have two kings that decided to join us this evening because they want their real one. They want their real one. And then we have a queen. We have a queen who wants her real one as well. Let's see if the queen can hear. Can you hear us now? Can you hear? Yes. Okay, great. All right. Well, we're going to do it blind style again. Some fans seem to really love that. So our queen's going to have her camera off. You're familiar with the format, so I'm not going to delay it any further. Let's have our two kings come into the room. My brothers, how y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Very good. Good to be here.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So happy to have you both here. We're going to start with introductions. Okay. The fans want to know who you are. The queen wants to know. The queen is already able to see you. Okay. You're not able to see her, but she's just going to get to know a little bit more about you guys. And then she's going to come on and we're going to chat. Let's start with my brother in the yellow. I want you to share your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
Okay. My name is Saquon Carr. I am currently located in New York, Manhattan, Harlem area, but about to be in BK, so Brooklyn. And I am 27 years old, and I work in property management.
Very good. Okay, managing that property. Very good. Let's go to the boss, OM. Your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
My name is Chris Bossum. That's where the Instagram name comes from. My age is 44, and I am in Denver, Colorado. I work in freelance and commercial production, so I'm in the art department doing art and props and do some modeling for some extra money and fun on the side.
Awesome. Okay, we've got two wonderful kings, even two different age groups, but we want to see if real ones can connect in any way. Now, brothers, I want to ask you this question before the queen comes in. I want to ask what makes you a real one. So let's start with Saquon. What makes you a real one?
What makes me a real one? I stick to my word. I stand on my word. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Case closed.
Beautiful. Hey, that's what you do. Got to be a man of your word. Got to be. Let's go to the bossum. What makes you a real one?
Not too far off from that, actually. Integrity and character. Yeah, I show up. I align my words with my actions, make sure they're congruent, and try to leave everyone better than I found them.
Hallelujah. That makes sense to me. Okay. Well, I think we're ready to have our queen enter in, unless I could go round table. Yeah, I'll ask when the queen is here. So we're going to have this lovely lady come on. Lovely lady, how you doing?
Hi. Oh, there we go. Let me see here. Get my camera on. Hi, everybody. I'm fine. How you guys doing?
Oh, we were going to make it blind. Your camera's going to be off, but now they already see how beautiful you are. No, it's too late now. Now you got to show yourself. Now you got to show how fine you are. All right, it's okay. It's okay. It's a real one, so we're going to keep it real. Why don't you share with these kings your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do?
All right. So my name is Nisha. I am 31 years old. I am in Florida. I am a healthcare preventative advisor, so I do help the old folks to kind of live a longer lifestyle. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, share with us what makes you a real one.
Listen, I'm a real one because I know what I want. I'm goal driven. I know exactly what I want. All I need is my king to be on my side, and that is just it.
That's beautiful. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now this is a question for all three in terms of what are you looking for? What qualities are you looking for when you date someone that you want to court or someone that you want to be courted by? We can start with Nisha.
I want someone that has great communication. Like that is the biggest key to me, because if we can't communicate, then there's nothing else we can do for, in the future. I want longevity. Like I want someone to be my husband. I want to be married. I'm 31. I had my fun and I'm here to just settle down. So I'm really looking for someone that's honest, truthful, and just has great communication skills.
That's beautiful. Okay, let's swing it up top to the bossum. What are some qualities you look for?
I also look for integrity, great communication, somebody that has a good, solid group of friends. It doesn't need to be a big group of friends, but I like to know that you've got some like core friendships that you have outside of our relationship. I really look for somebody who is whole, two wholes coming together to be the we. And I think that's the best foundation for any relationship, is just supporting one another's individualism, and then the amazing partnership that you have when you come together. And so someone that I just have the trust to know that, like, no matter what comes our way, we will solve it, and we will make the right decisions together.
It's beautiful. Okay, let's go sing it to Saquon.
So for me, I would say a ride or die. Like either we ride or we die. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like, a rider.
Okay. Now what are the qualities of a rider? What are the qualities that make someone a ride or die chick?
So it's somebody that's down for whatever, like down through the ups and the downs. No matter what, they have your back. That's a rider.
Okay.
So my last name is Car. So if we're in the car together, then we're in the car together through whatever storms, whatever weather. If we die together. So yeah.
Wow. You got to put that on your wedding little photo that you send out, like we in the car, like Sakan car, we in the car. And then like a little AI car. That's good. That's good stuff. Now, folks, this is an essential question, and I want you to see this little graphic. I paid so much money for it because sometimes in relationships, there are things that will make you do this. They'll make you pop. Okay, sometimes things will make you pop in a relationship. So this next roundtable question I have for the three of you is, what are some things that would make you pop, pop, pop the balloon? Let's start with Nisha. Things you wouldn't tolerate.
Lying, bad hygiene. I'm going to say bad hygiene being the first. Lying and just giving like a persona that you're not. Like, I don't want you to be someone you're not. Come as your natural form.
And I like the rank that you put there. You'd prefer someone that lies almost over some funkiness. So bad hygiene's number one. So I mean, I know they're both equal, but you don't want the funk.
Yeah, no, at all.
Okay, very good. Let's go to Saquon. What are some things that would make you pop, pop, pop the balloon?
Someone that I can't trust you. Like, very big on trust. That's like number one. So if I can't trust you, then it's a done deal.
Absolutely. It's all about trust. Prince made a song about that. The Bossum, what are some things that would make you pop the balloon?
Personal hygiene is definitely number one. Like someone who just presents themselves well, takes care of themselves, handles their stuff. And then second most important would be, I cannot stand people who make already bad situations worse. Like one of my superpowers is the fact that I remain calm in any sense of chaos. I remain just, focused on resolutions and remaining calm. And so I cannot tolerate anybody who makes bad situations worse. So now, because I got to calm you down now. And so that's not a teamwork to me. So, yeah.
Okay. I feel that. Solid answers from these wonderful Real Ones fans. I know you're loving it. I know you're feeling it. Why don't you subscribe and hit the like button? We're getting some great content from these three Real Ones and some possible connections. So we're about to go a little deeper. This is always a fun question, and it's essential to see what people like to do for fun. Let's start with our queen. What do you like to do for fun?
Well, I am a gamer. I do game. I may not look it, but I am a gamer. I do love to travel. That is my second top tier thing there. And I'm just now getting into content, so that'll be my third hobby there, getting and trying to get more content out there.
I love it, getting that content creation bag. It is a bag to get into these days. It really is. Saquon, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to I really like traveling and just having a good time, like a good time. Like a car ride, and like it's like late at night and we're like listening to music, like songs that take us back, stuff like that. Nostalgia.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Let's go to the Bossum.
Oh man, all sorts of things. I love hiking, being outside in nature, either alone or with a friend or a group of friends. Summertime stuff like camping, jeeping. I love riding my bicycle. I love riding motorcycles. I'm a huge fan of stand-up comedy. It's probably one of the things that I participate in the most, and as an audience member, not performing, but comedy is one of my favorite things in life to do and share with others. Life ain't so bad if you're able to laugh. Is the way I look at things. So, live music and just spending quality times with friends and my two geriatric dogs that I
have. Do you like traveling as well, the Bossum?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, who's one of your, if you had to say, top 2, 3 favorite stand-up comedians?
Ooh. It's tough because it kind of changes over time, but I'll say my all-time favorite comedian that changed my life and how I look at things is George Carlin. I think he's the GOAT for sure. Okay. Miss him a lot. Mitch Hedberg was another good one. Just that, those amazing one-liners, and there's just some quick quips and just those like funny just observations, in life. And who's somebody I recently was seen a handful of times, Blair Saki out of LA. She is hilarious. Check her out.
I think you've seen some videos. Yeah.
Yeah, SOCCI. She is hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, you've got a good mini Mount Rushmore there. I think we need one more, but that's good. That's some good stuff. And it does change. It really does.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to swing it to this. This is a great question because Nisha said she loves to travel. Nisha, and I'll ask the Kings too, but where's the last place you traveled? For fun.
The last place that I really enjoyed was going to be Jamaica. It was like that. I loved it. It was awesome. That's why I have my passport and passport ready. So if you're ready, let's just try. That's the plan.
And how long ago was that?
It was last year actually for my birthday.
Nice. Okay. Sakan, where's the last place you traveled to that was fun for enjoyment?
I would say Washington, the state. That was real. I did like the Lewis and Clark expedition, so we're down the rivers, the Snake Rivers, and it was a lot of history I learned. So I like that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Boston, what about you?
I gotta say, I did that like 2 years ago, and it's awesome. It's super fun.
I might have to join. I might have to be the third to do it. Wow, follow.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Cape Disappointment. It's not that disappointing. It's actually pretty wonderful. I would say last domestic trip was just flying home back to Maine, where I'm from, just for my sister's wedding. But prior to that international travel, I went to Costa Rica and Iceland within like 3 months of each other, which was super fun.
Wow. All right.
Highly recommend them.
Obviously, Boss has passport. Nisha said she does. Saquon, do you have your passport?
No, I'm in the works. I'm in the works of getting it.
Get it, brother. Get it. Don't pop over that Nisha. Give him a chance. He said he gonna get it. Give him a chance. Oh my goodness. Well, we're moving along graciously. So I want to do this. I want to throw it to Nisha. Nisha, do you have a question you'd like to ask these two kings?
Yes. How do you guys feel about kids, and do you have any? I should just say that.
Good question. Let's start with Saquon.
None that are developed. And how I feel about kids. If I feel like if you bring a child into this world, you need to make sure everything's right and that financially you can afford that child. So if that's all there, then yes. But if not, then why bring that into life when that's going to make their life even worse?
Very true. Okay. None that are developed. Do you want children because you don't have any to develop? Do you want them in the future, Saquon?
Yes, if everything aligns.
Okay. And we'll come back to that. Bossum, what an answer to her question.
It's complicated, but the true answer is yes. I have 2 grown kids. They're in their 20s. Yeah. And as far as wanting kids in the future, the answer would be no. I'm a proud owner of a vasectomy, so that's done for me. So
snip. All right. Yeah. You're Michael Scott. You ain't gonna snip back and snip. That's it.
That's right.
Okay. Now, Nisha, I'll ask you. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do. I have 2 boys.
Okay. What are their ages?
Actually, one is going to be 12. Well, he's 12 now, and the other is 8.
Okay. Are you looking to have more children?
In the near future, I just want to make sure life is where it needs to be. My kids are taken care of. Where I'm where I need to be right now. I just want, in the near future, I just want to be married and be happy at that point. Yes.
Now, let's say in the case of Mr. Vasectomy, that it was, hey, I think you're beautiful, but I'm not looking to have more children. How would that work for you? Since he already he has 2 growns, you have 2 littles. Could a family of 4, even though 2 are 7? How would that work?
I'll have to cross that bridge when it comes. Like right now, it doesn't seem like it's a deal breaker, but I'll have to cross that bridge when it comes.
Okay. I like that. We want to give it time, especially in this real-time experience. We just want to, not pop prematurely, as the brothers do sometimes. We want to just give it a chance to, to pop, in the best of ways. Saquon, would that work for you stepping up and being a stepdad?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to give it some more time then. So that was a great question from Nisha. I want to ask Saquon. Saquon, do you have a question for Nisha?
Where do you want to travel to next?
Honestly, I am open. I did want to go to Japan because it's just a lot there, and I'm into anime as well. So, why not? Japan is the second place that I did want to go to. Yes.
Great. Saquon, share where you want to travel to next.
Definitely it would be London.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Jolly old London town. So Bossum, do you have a question you'd like to ask Anisha?
Yes. So I know that obviously with what you do for work, you're in a service of the elderly and helping the elderly live higher quality lives. And that resonates with me as somebody who's like very acts of service, loves to make other people's lives easier. So that resonates with me very well. Is that something you always wanted to do? And if you weren't doing that and money wasn't an issue, what would you do in life?
Believe it or not, that was not my first choice. Was going to be law enforcement. I was just always drawn to it. Just the Navy, like the whole attire, it just seems like something I always wanted to do. This didn't work out. I don't know why. I guess I was too young at the time when I was applying, and I was just applying at most places. But yeah, this job that I have right now, it kind of opened up my eyes because my grandmother passed. So like, I feel like I can help a lot of more people just have longer lives. So yeah, I love it.
That's
That's
great.
awesome. Yeah. That leads me into a great question of love languages, because Bossum just brought that up. So Bossum, would you say your love language is acts of service?
I would say, yeah, it's up there in the top, but it's also close second to just like physical touch and quality time. I think those three things just kind of like are ingrained together for me. Like, yeah, when I'm into somebody, like touching them when they're nearby is just like, it's kind of an uncontrollable second nature thing to me.
Yeah.
So whether in public or private, yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, there's something I'm going to say about that in a moment, but that's very true about the love languages, just the five of them. Nisha, what would you say your love language is?
It'll pretty much be the same. I will love I want to be in my partner's skin, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's annoying to the person, but I want to be next to me. Like, that's my love language. I don't know if it's annoying, but yes, I would love to bother you so much, and to the point where you just know it's all love. That's all.
That close bond, yeah. Saquon, what's your love language?
Mine is when someone like learns me, that they just, it's like pretty much they just know everything about me. Like, I don't, they just, yeah. I mean, that is so like, it's sometimes it's like scary, but then it's like, oh my God, man, that's perfect. Like, really do, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's not okay. That's a unique one. I think
Where that fits into, but yeah, that's my love, like that's my love language, because I do that to the other person. Like, I learned them like to the T.
yeah, that could be a mix of like acts of service and quality time. Because to serve someone in that way, to let them know I know so much about you, that can bless the person. And it's not really like physical, tangible, but it's just because you've spent so much quality time, you've invested that time. Then that's a beautiful thing. Like the Boston was saying, I find it funny that a lot of them are intertwined in terms of like acts of service, even words of affirmation. Because as the Boston is, serving and being all nice and physical touch, then you got to say something. There's got to be some word like, "Dang, girl, you fine." But the one that sticks out awkwardly to me is the receiving and giving of gifts, because you don't have to give a gift to be, well, never mind. I'm trying to save money right now. So, some ladies want gifts. Anyway, okay. You ain't always got to spend money. So those first four, you ain't got to spend no money.
Turn down gifts. Don't turn down gifts now.
Don't turn them down. Don't turn them down, but don't require them from me. I'm broke. And that's why, please, people, send me some money on Cash App so I can eat dinner. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I have to do my little plug. Okay, well, we asked some great questions. Let's go a little deeper. We already went through one that can normally cause some hurdles, which is children, but it seems like we're all okay as of right now. Remember, the show is called, well, a real one, but specifically Pop the Balloon. Okay, so I'm hoping no one's ready to pop just yet. We want to get to know each other a little more. So let's go for a question. We won't go too spicy yet, but we'll go for one that can show us perspective and show us how you handle situations. It's one that pertains to the last relationship you were in. We, don't want to dig up old demons. If it is traumatic, please feel free and refrain from sharing too much. But when was your last relationship? If you're comfortable sharing how it ended, or / why it ended, and then are you healed? Because you'd be surprised. Some people are like, you know what? I'm not really healed, but maybe someone else ain't healed, and we can heal together. So let's start with Saquon this time. Saquon, when was your last relationship?
Last one was in 2024. I wasn't happy, so I did step out. But I told before I did it.
So you did a little dipping.
Yeah.
Okay. So but you told your person, hey, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, and I think they thought it was a joke, but I was serious, and I actually did it.
Oh, okay. How long was that relationship? How long did it last?
Like 7 months.
Okay. Would you say you're healed?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready to not do that again. Don't scare me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So, do you believe if the situation calls for it, then it's like, hey, I'm telling you, I'm gonna cheat.
Right. And so pretty much it's like it's time to break up.
Could it be okay? Okay, now I think that's more effective. Instead of cheating, just end it. Be like, hey, you're not doing this thing for me. I don't know if it's something you want done sexually or emotionally, but it's like, hey, you're not offering what I need, so we need to end it. Because then you're not guilty. You have
Yes.
the right to end it. Then go do whatever. Lord help us. But yeah, okay. But he is healed. So Nisha, take that to heart. He is healed. Let's go to the Bossum. When was your last relationship?
A little more involved. It ended 2023, so just under 2 years ago. It was with my best friend of 6 years. We kind of she shot her shot, and we dated for like 8 months, and it was great. She was who I went to Iceland and Costa Rica with. We had a great time and just furthered our friendship and connection. I unfortunately backed off of that around the 8 month mark, which is my own stuff going on in my head, my career shifts and everything like that, and kind of poorly communicated those things that were going on, and kind of pushed away from that. We took some time apart. We came back and we're friends again, but then we entered into this 2 year gray area of more than a situationship, if you will, but just still love and understanding and just allowing things to be without expectation. And it was our own thing where we shared intimacy and had this good thing while she went back to school. And over that time, my feelings for her grew, and I realized what I had kind of pushed away and lost and had gained in our friendship, and wrote her a love letter last May. Complicated things. She's trying to look for grad school. It put a heaviness on her heart and where she's heading. And so, unfortunately, long story short, she had to break off our friendship as a means of kind of like moving on from this. While I'm disappointed things didn't work out, but I'm okay with it. The thing that hurts is that I lost a friend, and that sucks. But I am healing. I'm processing that. Put myself out there. Yeah, it was a great loss, but a lesson learned. So don't regret a thing. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. No, that's yeah. Friendship is beautiful.
It was.
You're gonna get a real one. You're gonna get a real one, man. You're gonna get a real one. Let's swing it to Nisha. Nisha, when was your last relationship?
Yeah, wow, it's been a while. So I'm gonna say around maybe 2024, around 2024.
Okay.
And honestly, it ended because it was just unfaithful. I think we just jumped the gun and we jumped into a relationship too soon, and I think he just wasn't ready for commitment. And yeah, he just ended up cheating, and I just cut the ties right then and there. It was just not worth even pursuing.
Yeah. No, cheating that doesn't. Now, what I want to ask, since we have a little hint of that from two of our real ones. Do we believe in once a cheater, always a cheater? Let's start with Nisha. Is that something you believe?
I want to say yes. I feel like someone would have to show me and prove to me like no, but honestly, I've seen so much, and yeah, honestly, I believe so. Yeah, you have to prove a great deal that you're not.
All right, Saquon, do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
Yes, I do.
Except for yourself.
Right. I really, because my situation was different now. I think about it more. Like, so my person wanted to have a threesome, and like that was like, to me, like it was like, so what's going on? Am I then so, which led me to like, okay, so yeah, I mean that's what initiated that, because that was like weird.
So they wanted to be a menage a trois. Is that menage a trois? Is that correct, folks? I don't know my French.
Yeah.
I think believe. So you were then like, oh, well, you already have thoughts of bringing someone else in, so I'll just go to somebody else. Was that your thought process?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay. Wow, but you're agreeing once a cheater, always a cheater. This is Nisha, take it easy, Nisha. We just walking slowly through this process. The Bossum, what do you think? What is it true? Once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't think so. I think it depends on the circumstances and the people involved. As someone who cheated in my younger years and have been cheated on, and have since not cheated, I do believe that redemption is possible, forgiveness is possible. I just think it takes two consenting communicative adults who find a way forward if it's meant to be, and if it's not, then fine, by all means, then part ways amicably, whatever. But no, I don't think anyone's one set way.
Okay. Okay. And I would agree with that. I think everyone can make change and not break trust. It is in the human capacity to be able to have integrity. So I would hope that for all of us. Okay. If does anyone have an essential question for anyone? If not, I am going to ask an essential, and I don't want. It's only the three of us, so the four of us, well, the three real ones. So I don't want to rush into anything, but some of these questions I may ask may cause pops. But first, I want to see any essentials.
Yeah, so when it comes down, since I am in Florida, how do you guys feel about traveling and long distance? Because we are a little bit a ways from each
Good
other.
question. Yeah. Let's start with Saquon.
I'm down. I love Florida. I love the weather. It's always sunny. So yeah, I love St. Pete, actually. So yeah.
Beautiful. Boston?
Open to the right person. It's hard enough in Denver, being a landlocked state it is, and putting them search parameters on dating sites out enough to, like, encompass a good amount of people. I'm under no delusion that the person for me is within a 100-mile radius of Denver, Colorado. Of course, the world's a big place. So I say, yeah, it just depends on the person. Yeah.
Very good. Anisha, are you open to doing a little travel and them traveling to you?
Yeah, I love traveling, so it's just a hop and a skip on a plane.
Beautiful. Yes, truly, truly. And even with the shutdown. So it seems things are still moving in many states. Many. God bless them all. All right. Well, it's time for me to then ask a spicy one as we're getting closer to determining factors and things like that. Religion. Let's just go for it. Religion plays an essential part in our world and in some people's lives. I want to start with Saquon. Saquon, are you a religious person? Do you want a partner that's religious? Kind of tell us about that.
I'm more so spiritual than religious and no, my person doesn't have to be either or, because you have your own journey with God. At the end of the day, we're going to go to him one by one. So I'm not going to let that be a deal breaker.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to the Bossum.
I am a non-believer. Told my mom when I was 8 I don't believe in God, but I was raised Catholic, went through everything, read the Bible many times, other spiritual books and things. I have a strong understanding as to why I don't believe. I understand why others choose to, but for me, it never provided anything to me. I prefer to look at the world as it really is.
Okay. Now, would you say that you're open to dating someone that is a believer of all the many different gods? Are you open?
I'm open to that as long as it's not extreme, and that the expectation is that I follow suit, and then as long as that person doesn't use their religion to impact the freedoms of other people. That's my number one concern with religion. Yeah.
Okay. Understood. Let's swing it to Nisha.
So yes, I am free spirited as well. I'm not going to say religious. I do read the Bible. I go to church here and there, so I don't want my partner to kind of have. I don't care what they are. Like, come as you are. Like, if you are religious, that's cool. I don't judge, but I just don't want them to judge me because of my perspectives and my thoughts.
Okay. Okay. Seems like everybody's kind of in the same general area. I don't want to ask. Well, I will. I'll just keep it real. Does anyone? Let's ask with Nisha. Nisha, are you still feeling both of these kings?
It's Saquon. I'm not even gonna clap. I'm not even gonna cap to you. There's a few things that you said to me, but I'm gonna give you some more.
Give him a little more time, just a little.
I can't judge a book by its cover, so we're gonna take our time here.
Yeah, and we want to open the book. We want to open the book and see what some of Saquon's pages are telling us. So that means you want to hear a little more. Saquon, are you still feeling Nisha?
Yes.
Okay. The Bossum, are you still feeling Nisha?
Yeah, she seems great.
Okay. All right. Well, another spicy one. No, y'all have been pretty much in alignment with, some of the things. Nisha's showing some grace, but we've been in alignment on a lot of things. But let's go to this other one, which can really be spicier than the religion question, which is the politics question. You don't have to get too specific unless you desire to. Politically, we'll start with Nisha. Nisha, are you a political person? Do you want to date someone that is political, apolitical, moderate? How does that work?
I would say moderate. Like I'm gonna say I'm about as moderate as it can get. So yeah, just level out. Just please level me out.
Okay. Okay. And you would want a person that is moderate, or could you date someone that
I
leans?
I'm open to. I can date someone that is really political, but they just, like I said, don't try to make my thoughts change. Like I'm open to hearing you out, but if I don't agree, don't try to argue me down and make me.
Hmm,
It's just
got
not.
it. Okay. Let's swing it to the bossum.
Um, yeah, I couldn't date somebody that's not political. It's an interesting thing when people say they're not political because politics literally affect everyone and everyone's lives. So I think it's a privilege to be able to say that like I don't believe in or follow politics. I think it's naive of a statement, especially in this day and age where it's probably one of the most crucial things going on in this world and impacts not just us but worldwide events.
Yeah.
I'm independent, leaning liberal, progressive, of course. I hate the two-party system with a passion. I think we deserve better. It's a joke of a democracy. I could
Preach.
go on, but
Preach.
that's where I am. So I care about somebody who has their finger on the pulse. You don't have to be obsessed. You don't have to like be waking up spending 24 hours on the news cycle. I think it's important to disconnect from that and not have the constant barrage of just information and bad news hitting you all day. It does affect this and has an impact on how you perceive the world. But you got to be tapped in. You got to participate. You got to understand how other people are being affected, not just how you're being impacted. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna ask a follow-up question because you just preached a mini sermon there. But Saquon, politically, where are you?
Really, I don't care about politics. Because like I believe God's in control, so I don't really care about who. Yeah, it's nothing to me.
Okay. Okay. And would you date someone that is of a certain political affiliation or moderate or independent?
That's not a deal breaker at all. That's there.
Got it. So then my follow-up then, based on what the boss was kind of saying, this is an important question. Some fans say, Pointer, we like when you ask this. Do you vote? Nisha, do you vote?
Yes.
Okay. The bossum, do you vote?
Hell yeah, I vote.
Okay. Saquon, do you vote?
Yep, I voted for the very first time the last election.
Okay. I think that could be more important than my initial question. Some people say, some fans say. So now that I asked your question, folks, you should cash at me and say, thank you, Pointer, for asking that question we've been telling you to ask for years. Because they say, Pointer, don't just ask you political, ask that. Okay, anyway, I'm trying to get
Who
some
did we vote?
I'm trying to get some heat tonight, But see that, Saquon, that can, yeah. I mean, it is a valid question if you wanted to volunteer that. But yeah, I think, you know what? Let's do this. And this will, not really a political question at all, but it can tie into it. I want to talk about this really quick. The state of dating where each of you are. You're in three different points kind of on the map of the United States. We have the Boston in Denver. We have Saquon in New York. We have Nisha in Florida. Let's start with Nisha. Nisha, what is the state of dating where you are? What's your dating experience like?
It has not been so great. Honestly, I can probably, once I get my number out, I guess like the people, they just don't show, I don't know, like they don't seem interesting to me anymore. So we get maybe 2 weeks out, and then after that, it's just maybe because I've been single for so long. I don't know I don't know, but they just don't strike up conversations like how they were when they first got my number. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that definitely does make sense. And I may ask a follow-up about that. Saquon, what's dating like for you in New York?
Right now, I'm kind of just dating myself, meaning getting myself right before I can be in a relationship with somebody else. Because you have to love yourself and love everything about you and your own. You have to get you right before you can be in a relationship with somebody else. So I'm kind of in that phase right now, but I'm also in the phase where it's like I can welcome somebody in as well while I'm getting myself together.
Okay. The Bossum, what about you? Dating in Denver.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been single mostly by choice for about a decade now, for the same reasons Saquon just said, just like discovering myself after spending almost 15 years in two different relationships. So kind of needed to like back off it, take some time for me, center myself, figure out what my boundaries are, what makes me happy, what I'm actually looking for in a relationship. And so as one that kind of is a comet that comes around to the dating apps once every 3 years or so, ends up kind of seeing the same people and then disappearing again. I will say I've met some of my best women friends. I've met some of the most badass women in my life that I have amazing platonic friendships with. And so shout out to Bumble for that. Can't imagine my lives without these women. And it's been great for that. I've met some incredible people, but I remain open to the fact that like the universe has thrown something my way before that's changed my life and my trajectory and who I am as a person, and it'll inevitably do it again. And so I remain hopeful and just showing up with intention. I think the big thing is like some of the connections that I make. There's a quick initial like chat. I run into a lot of women that I'm asking thoughtful questions, something pulled from the profile, something about them, and I get like 1 or 2 word responses. There's no like kicking the ball back with a question, and then that happens like 2 or 3 exchanges. I'm like, cool, I'm out. I don't know why you're here.
Yeah.
But I also understand the women's perspective. They have a hell of a lot more matches than men get. They're probably going through it, and so maybe it's just quick. That's what they got. But at the same time, I don't know if you're on it. I just say try to be intentional. You know.
No, you are just you spitting facts. You spitting facts, Mr.
Yeah.
Boston. Some have argued, and I've heard this from women, that some women agree that it's not always the men that are not the best communicators, but sometimes it is the queens. But like you said, I think that's a great perspective to show, because I'll look on a gentleman's dating profile and it may only have 4 likes. You go to a lady's, it's at 99 plus, and it's just totally unbalanced.
Yeah.
And that's for real. Let me swing that to Nisha though. Nisha, have you utilized dating apps in your area?
Just like Boston said, I have downloaded them, but like I get so many reactions to it's like it's kind of overwhelming. So I don't even open up most of the messages because it's like I don't know, like it's just a lot. So I don't use them as much.
Have you ever met anyone of significance off of an app?
That was my last ex, which it kind of opened up my eyes. Like it is possibilities that the apps do work, but just got to be cautious with who you choose.
Okay. Okay, very good. Saquon, have you met somebody on a dating app?
I have, but I'm done now. I want divide. I want to like the grocery store, that type of yeah. It's a wrap.
Oh, so you prefer a meet cute?
Yes.
Okay, in person, bump into your cart, and then just are making out in the grocery store.
Yeah, or just like we come up and say something to each other, like back in the old days. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's true. Folks, wait, okay. I love what's happening. I really do, because it's a small number and we wanted this, so it's more intentional. But I'm going to go into a question that is essential, and it has to do with conflict resolution. I would like to see how people handle conflict in relationships, and then we will have to start to get to a point where, Nisha may have to pop, or if one of the brothers, we'll just see what happens. But let's start with the queen. Nisha, how do you handle conflict? How do you resolve issues that may arise in a relationship?
I've grown to the point where I realize communication is key. I feel like I would have to bring my partner down. Like if something we disagree with, even if it's in public, I feel like that is something that we just communicate later on when we're at home, and just make sure we're on the same page, because I hate to go to sleep mad, because that energy brings into the following day. And I would try to do everything that I can to refrain from that. So me as a woman, you guys know, I'll do what I have to if it's my fault, but anyways, communication would just be key.
Okay, talk about it. That's right. Let's go to the Bossum. How do you resolve conflict?
Firstly, whether it be in a relationship or a friendship, I'm a person that kind of maintains the weight and the sum of who a person is at all times. I'm not a reactionary person. I don't react to like some one-off thing that might be out of character to somebody. So that helps kind of avoid conflict in the first place by not being reactionary, like taking a breath, taking a pause, and responding positively and beneficially for me and my person. So for me, it's just a matter of maybe having a cue to be like, hey, let's pump the brakes here. Something's gotten off. You're saying or doing something that's out of character, and I want to understand why and what's going on. So I think meeting the moment with empathy, non-judgment, understanding, giving that person the platform to speak their truth, even though it might be uncertain at the time, just hearing them out and working through it together. And maybe what I've learned through just relationship dynamics is maybe creating some sort of like keyword or code that you say where it's like, hey, we're going to take a breath. We're going to go, adjust, recalibrate, and then we're going to come back to the table sensibly, calmly, and remember that we care about each other. And the goal here is like progressing and moving forward. So let's show up as our best selves.
Absolutely. It's true emotional intelligence. And some couples like that, some individuals like that. But when you have it, mainly the both of you, you really can't lose if love is there, if you truly love each other and want it to work, that emotional intelligence. Wow. Very good. Yeah. Let's go to Saquon. How do you handle conflict?
I want to talk. Like I hate a person that's like, I don't want to talk about it. That, oh my God, that irks my nerves. Like, cause I mean, like, I like I can stay up all night until it's resolved.
Yeah, talk it out. Talk it
Yeah,
out. I believe it was the illustrious Tevin Campbell that said, "Can we talk
for a
for a
minute.
minute? Just for a minute." I just want to talk for a minute. All right. I just want to test the room again. Let's start with Nisha. Nisha, are you still feeling both kings?
Maybe a few more questions, and I think I'll know who I want. I think, yeah, maybe one more question.
One more. Okay. Let me sing it to Saquon. Saquon, you still feeling Nisha?
Yes.
Okay. Bossum?
Yeah, we're having a good time. Yeah.
Okay. Specific question I want to ask to Mr. Bossum, though. I asked it to Saquon. I failed to ask it to Mr. Bossum. Would you be willing to step up? I believe Nisha said she has a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old. Is that correct, Nisha?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Bossum, is that something, your children are grown. Are you open to stepping up?
I will say my preference is for someone who doesn't have kids, no matter where their age may be, just because I don't know, after 10 years of being single and being 44 now and having a pretty good sense of autonomy and agency in my life to do as I please, I would love that in another partner where there isn't that consideration. I also say that as a guy who has two dogs that are 17 and 18-year-olds who might as well be children and need that same care. So I understand the hypocrisy a little bit there, but uh, yeah, I think there's a strong preference, no, but for the right person, I would consider.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let that question I asked and your response, Nisha, I want that to, marinate. But all right. All right. Saquon, did you have a question for Nisha?
What's your zodiac sign?
A Sagittarius.
Me too.
Ah. What about you, Bossum?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
I famously say my sign is the cross. Hallelujah. Let's go for one more question. Oh, we got a few good ones. Oh my Lord. Okay, this is a random one. I haven't really asked it before, but I want to see if you were 6 months into the relationship and you already established we're dating. We're dating. Like couple, like I asked you to be my boo, you said yes. 6 months in, would you look through your person's phone? Would you look through your person's phone if it was just open, sitting on the bed? Would you look through their phone? Let's start with Saquon.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you popping?
you come on now. You messing yourself up. Why you doing that
No,
now?
but no, I've grown. No, if it gets to that point, then I mean, then then no. I should have already been walked away. Because like, why? Like I said, trust is it's something I'm into. So if I get that sense and that discernment, then no. So I'm not gonna look through anybody's phone. No.
He tried to save himself because Nisha was making the pop. Okay. You saved yourself, Saquon. You saved yourself. So you ain't looking through the phone. Mr. Boston, are you looking through the phone?
No, I've been there, I've done that, and man, it is one of the shittiest feelings. And my thought at this point in life is just like, if I'm doing that, then what am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. Just
time to go.
either a conversation needs to happen or I got to make a decision. So, no, I'm not going to put me or that person through that.
Understood. Nisha?
I don't even look at the phones. I don't care about it. I don't even care if it vibrates. If I have trust in you, listen, don't do anything that shows me otherwise. But I don't check phones.
Yeah. Very true. I have more questions, but I just want to see. It seems like there's a little hesitation, little this, little that. Okay, let me just ask this then. This will sum it up, and then we do have to make a decision, Miss Nisha, unless one of the brothers is like, you know what, I'll just bow out. What does a healthy relationship look like to you? We already talked about qualities you want and things like that, but just as you progress, months in, possibly years in. Then I have definitely an essential after this. But what does a healthy relationship look like? Let's start with Nisha.
Healthy. I wake up every day. I know my person. Like I'm happy. Just like overall, like right now, I wake up every day wondering what's going to happen next, or But I know if I have my partner there, I know if anything happens, I'll have somebody to support me. I'm not by myself. Like I just want happiness. I guess that's basically what the term is. Like that's basically what I'm looking for. Just a complete person that just brings comfort. Comfort.
Love that. Yeah, that's what a relationship should bring: peace and comfort. Saquon, what does a healthy relationship look like to you?
Where it still feels like the very first time we met, like that. I mean, yeah. I know that people say that feelings that's not surreal, like that's like a fairy tale, but I don't think so. Like that's the reason y'all got together. So why can't it stay that way? So
Yeah, it used to break my heart when people would say, "Oh, well, after the honeymoon phase, see if you really like them." I'm like, why can't we stay in the honeymoon phase? Why can't we stay loving each other and embracing and still we could even be married and still date if that makes sense. I can still take you out and do this thing, and I ain't got to buy you gifts, but we can just go to the picnic, go to the park. Okay, anyway, the Bossum, what does a healthy relationship look like?
I feel it's where two people feel that like by the presence of that other person, their life is elevated and is made better because of that person in it. Like you'd be okay without them, but you don't want to imagine a world without them, or an experience on this earth without them. And so, yeah, and it's showing up every day. Excited about what you have to contribute to yourself and how that makes you a better person as to what you're going to contribute to your partner and your relationship and your partnership and everything. And so, yeah, I think it's just keeping the excitement alive, keeping the reminders of the love alive, experiencing life together, traveling, healthy conflict resolution, a good circle of friends, supportive friends and family, and just being and doing good to each other. Yeah,
beautiful. All right, three similar answers too, because all of you spoke to the effect of your person making you feel and know that you're loved and appreciated and cared for, and that just adds value to your life. Final question, then Nisha's going to have to really make a decision. Do you want to be married? I used to ask that a lot sooner, but I think I've just had a great time with you three. But Nisha, do you want to be married in the future?
Yes. I've never had the chance to be married, so this will be my first time. It'll go. Yes. So yes. First time.
First time. Saquon, do you want to be married in the future?
Yes.
Okay. Bossum, do you want to be married?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, dang. Yeah. Okay. Well, Nisha, I don't know what to do. We're almost at the hour mark. I mean, I could ask a few more to then get closer, and then at the hour mark, bam. But I don't know. Are you ready? Do you have a decision?
Yeah, I have. Awesome. It was great, but when you did say the kids, I feel like I do want more kids in the future, and I feel like that is what's going to kind of stir us apart.
So I understand that. Yeah.
So are you're saying you're going to pop on Mr. Bossum?
Yes, I apologize, but you are handsome. You are really handsome.
The brother was
very attractive as well.
Facts. The brother was spitting some facts. Now, before Mr. Bossum goes, this was a real one. Mr. Bossum, we shot an in-person episode in Denver. And we had a ton. We had actually too many guys in the line. We had like 11 guys in the lineup, and 3 queens showed up. But
that's what they call it, member.
Yeah, I was like, there was a lot of great brothers, but they were eager. And it didn't seem like a lot of the queens, a bunch signed up, whatever the case with that. But there's a video that's kind of going viral on our page right now. A gentleman that looked like you asked a queen that looked like Nisha, does she have a preference for race or ethnicity? Mr. Bossum, do you have because ladies are going to be sliding in your DMs after seeing this. A handsome vanilla man is appreciated all over the country and world. So, do you have a preference?
No, I don't. I've dated women of all kinds, and backgrounds and hair colors, you name it. I've never had like a type per se. I'm open to personality and character. Obviously, physical looks is the first attractive point. I mean, looks do matter, of course. Attraction is what brings us together, and it's character that keeps us together. I'm open. Yeah, absolutely.
This brother said different hair colors, y'all. Different hair. What's the craziest hair color on a lady you dated?
Oh, I mean, crazy is whatever, but I mean, purple, I was a punk rock kid growing up in high school, so I had crazy colored hair and I was dating all the punk rock girls and all that stuff. And so, I mean, yeah. But even the traditional redheads, brunette, blonde, whatever, there's no discrimination.
Yeah. I didn't know if you admit that they dyed it like red and pink and
no, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, it's not like, oh, I only date redheads, no, I that'd be crazy.
Solid. Wait, I had one more question. Shoot. Okay. Oh, your height. What's your height?
5'10".
Oh man. Okay. Okay. The ladies love that too. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, Mr. Bossum, you're a real one. Ladies, his @ is the Bossum. So why not slide in his DMs if he's open to that and he's in Denver and
Sure.
you're willing to date. Now, this is unique. And we're about to get back to, of course, our bachelor and bachelorette that possibly will connect. But are you open to international love, Mr. Bossum?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, some stay in the, but I've had people internationally on this show in Africa and I believe South America. So I want people to find love wherever they can. So we
Yeah.
appreciate you, Mr. Bossum. You are the man, and we hope you find your real one.
Appreciate you, and best luck to you, Saquon, and you too, Nisha. Nice meeting you both.
Have a good one. You're the man. All right. Woo! Folks. All right. Well, we're down to the 2. I don't want to rush you, but I do want to see. What'd you say, Nisha?
Don't tell me I have to leave and join back. I cannot hear you.
Oh, you can't hear?
No.
Oh, maybe
Can you
Mr.
guys hear
Bossum
me?
was in charge, maybe. Okay. We can hear you. You can't hear us? Uh-oh. Saquon, you can still hear me? Nisha, can you hear?
I can't hear. Yeah, no, it just went dead silent. Like, soon as Bossman, as soon as he left, it just went, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Maybe log out and log back in, maybe, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, all right, give me 1 second.
Okay. She's gonna log back in, Saquon. She ain't leaving you no more. She ain't leaving.
I'm gonna log out. Give me 1 second.
Did you freeze up, Saquon? No. I saw you blink. Okay, you're good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as she gets ready to log back in, I already asked you about the dating scene in New York. What would you say? What would you say the brothers? Sometimes I like when we obviously need to take accountability. What could men do better to make dating better?
Be consistent.
Mm.
Keep it fresh.
You guys hear me now?
Let me.
All right, I can hear you guys. Great.
Perfect. And what were you saying, real quick, Saquon?
Like keep it fresh. Like keep the romance alive. Different dates. Just don't lose the spark.
Yeah, I like that. Nisha, I just asked Saquon, what could men do better to make dating better? And he said, keep the fire burning, keep the spark, keep the romance, keep the passion. What would you say, Nisha, men could do better to make dating better?
He said the right thing. Show more affection. Just like, it don't always seem like you're hard. We like to see the soft side sometimes. Don't always seem like you're a tough guy. We worship that type of energy as well. Say all the right things.
Yeah, that is a fact, because I normally come out like, yo, what up? Like sometimes the thug in me will show, but I have to sometimes be like, no. Sometimes they want, and not soft like I'm weak, but soft like I'm emotionally available and open to differing thoughts and ideas. So that's important. So let's swing it then to the opposite question, though. Saquon, what could the ladies do better to make dating better?
I think have better discernment.
You got to elaborate a little.
Just mean pick up on cues and pick up on stuff.
Okay. Okay, we might go deeper. Maybe Nisha, what could the ladies do better?
Ladies, y'all may not want to hear it. Take accountability. But sometimes if we're wrong, take accountability. You're put our pride to the side. That's going to be the first thing. And just show more affection. If you see someone, they're genuinely interested in you, don't project and try to give attention to other men. Like, you see someone genuinely wants you. If it doesn't work out, then so be it. Go. There's plenty of fish in the sea, but I say show more attention to the ones that you have in front of you.
Yeah, that's deep. And Nisha, you hit the nail on the head with that A word, the accountability word. Every time we post a clip of someone on our show saying take accountability, it gets hundreds of thousands of views. And it turns out some women get offended when a man says he wants a woman that takes accountability. It's like, as soon as a man says, I'd like a woman that takes accountability, it's like, pop. I paid so much for it. Let me just pop.
The reason why, because I guess it hurts. Like, it does hurt when a person say that. So I guess if it's the shoe fits, if that's if the shoe fits, that's why, So I've heard.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Well, we're down to the nitty gritty. Are there any final questions between you two?
I do. How tall are you as well?
I'm 6 feet.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
You were scared. You were ready, Nisha. You were like, if he 5'2",
I'm
he
pretty
ain't gonna
tall
beat my
myself.
dude.
I'm pretty tall, so that's why I need someone I can like that looks over me a little bit. I guess my other question would be: have you talked to or dated anyone that is a little bit older than you? Because you did say you were like 27. Is that right?
Yes. Mostly, yeah, I date older.
Okay.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Let
Are
me
you
ask you.
Sag or December?
Say it once more.
Are you November or December Sagittarius?
Oh no, December 12th.
December 12th. Okay.
When were you? What month were you born,
November.
Saquon? Okay.
It's November. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're still sad. It's all right.
I was about to say we astrological discrimination is never okay. We don't want to discriminate over some stars. Y'all didn't control when your mom and daddy got together. You know, you had no say over it, so we can't discriminate over that. But Nisha, how tall are you?
I am 5'10".
Oh, you are. I thought you meant because some
I'm
women that are
5'10".
5'5" say I'm tall. Oh, you 5'10".
5'10".
Wow, we came to Miami last year and we shot some episodes. In Atlanta, we shot a Stallion edition. You would have been eligible for the Stallion edition. Wow. Okay. And Saquon would have been there. Well, no, he's in New York, but he would have flown down. You know, he wants a real one. Okay. Well, Saquon, do you have any final questions for Nisha?
No.
Okay. All right. Nisha, just in case the fans want to know, because someone, it appears, hooked me up with some dinner. So I appreciate that real one that sent me a little something. You have 2 children. What is the situation like with the children's father, or is it fathers or father?
Father.
Okay.
Our co-parenting. He's living his life. I am living mine. We do the best as we can. Honestly, I have my son sitting. He's like outside the window. So yeah, like we're co-parenting. Like there's nothing in between it.
Beautiful. And a good relationship. Saquon ain't got to worry about, yo, who you, bro?
None of that. My boy, he's old enough. He has his own phone. I can call him. It's no issues.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. I was just trying to look out for you, Saquon. I was trying to make sure, my boy, you ain't getting.
I don't like drama, okay. I don't like drama. I try to stay away from it as much as possible.
Yes, and that's a beautiful thing. All right, well, it looks like, wait, is this on? Can y'all can hear me, right? This mic, I don't know. This mic did me wrong. Give me a second, folks. I paid way too much. The fans help me get this mic. Check. Oh, snap. Okay, well, I don't know what happened. Anyway, y'all can hear me, so it's all good. No, okay, it's not the mic. Wow. Well, my final question for the both of you then. We've got to know each other, all these good things. Could it be a real one connection? Could it be a real one connection? I'll start with Saquon. Do you think it could be after you get to know this queen more?
Yes.
Okay. Nisha, do you feel it could be a real one connection?
Yes, we just got to work on that little cheating thing that you said. I can look past it, bro. I can forget, but yes.
She's going to forgive, so clap it up. She's going to forgive. Just clap in the comments. You didn't pop on Saquon, and that's a beautiful thing, Nisha. Now, Nisha, let me ask you really quick. Have you dated younger men?
I talked to, and he didn't give me that taste in my mouth. That's why I don't kind of look the other way. I still give someone a chance because it's all about mentality.
It is. It truly is. Okay. Well, wow. We love to see it. One more time. I'm just going to do this so my white people can clap for me. All right, beautiful. So what we do is we're going to slip y'all a little something, so y'all can possibly, even as a virtual date, we're going to get y'all on some Cash Apps. So in the private chat, why not send your Cash App so Pointer can hook you up with a little something. We love to see people connect in a real one, real time. So we appreciate the both of you for making it happen. And then, of course, Saquon, as the gentleman, you got to slide in those DMs. Okay, you got to slide in Nisha's DMs. Talk to her nice. And she just may talk back, but don't go in there. We're gonna forget you're cheating. We're gonna act like you are forgiven, born again. You're real.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be cheating no more. Okay. We appreciate you both. So I'm waiting on y'all to put that in the chat. And y'all are real ones. Thank you so much for joining us. It was worth it. It was worth the wait. And Nisha, you can be a real one.
What's more? What did you say? Drop in the chat. I'm gonna do it right now for you.
Your Cash App. Yeah. It would be best to drop it in the chat. So then we can get that sent, and maybe y'all can. What is it? New York to Florida. That's a little bit of a drive.
I've been to the Queens. I went there one time, but it was a great experience. I love the food there. The people were honestly awesome. I don't know if because I was a female, but it was a great experience there.
Yeah, well, beautiful queens in Queens normally get appreciated. Akeem learned that in the hot film Coming to America. So there are queens in Queens, and you were there and graced them with your queendom. Okay, so we appreciate you both. We got your cash app, so we're gonna get that going soon. Y'all are real ones. Congratulations, and I hope y'all talk, and we may follow up in a few.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram now.
Beautiful. Yes, we got that.
Okay.
I want to make sure you see that in IG.
All right.
Y'all have a good one. Take it easy out there. Keep loving. All right. We did it, folks. I'm going to do a little more clapping, folks. I'm so happy about a real one connection.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon.
Don't pop the balloon. We love to see it, folks. We love real one connections every time. Some of you noticed this red light went off on this mic. So I hope if another one broke, man, I'm suing. I'm suing. The fans donated. Oh, that's what it is. Check. Oh, I hit the top. See, I get so excited. Okay, thank God it's not broken. Because thank God it's not broken. But see, I don't know if y'all can. Let me see. I love y'all. Y'all just be nice with your dear pointer real quick. Let me see. Check 1 2. Check. Oh, I see. Check. Can you hear me? Oh, don't pop. We're back in action, folks. Okay. Well, I'm excited. You know what? I don't want to leave you yet. I know some of you are like, oh, that's it. What happened, Pointer? Well, I wanted it short and sweet. Sometimes, you know what I've noticed? And we've done this actually in person, in studio, and virtual. When it's sometimes a smaller number, we see the love simmer more effectively, and it marinates into the hearts and minds because there's less pressure. Smaller number. Now, that I'm not saying all the time. I know y'all love big lineups, but it's really important. It's really significant to see that pop. So get ready for this, folks. I got to show you this really quick. This was on my heart, and I need you to see it. You haven't seen it in a minute, so check this out.
Next up to the stage, Pointer.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Now here's this little mama. Now I see the way you are looking at things. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Yeah. I don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Now the other girls popping, they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. You're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon.
Don't pop it, baby. Don't pop it, baby.
Don't pop it.
Yeah. Don't you dare. Don't you dare pop that balloon. You know your dear pointer loves you and appreciates you. All right, folks. Well, we're going to have a little more fun. Some of you are shocked. Some of you are shocked by what occurred last Friday, April 3rd. And you got an episode. You got an episode straight from the heart of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And it turns out some brothers attended. And some things transpired. Going viral. Got some hundreds of thousands of views at this point. And there were some people that appeared on the episode that had you talking. It was a great time we had. We were in Philadelphia twice. Okay, so 2 great episodes as we were on the iconic Living in America tour. And it just so happens that some people were like, Pointer, we want your thoughts. What were you thinking when this was transpiring? So before we get into that, we just want you to know, please subscribe. Some of you haven't liked. You've been watching. You've been tapped in. Those of you that may be viewing on Facebook, swing it over to YouTube. Like it on Facebook, then swing it over to YouTube. Like it on there too. That YouTube algorithm has been doing us wrong. It's been doing us dirty. Okay, so we got to do that. Please make sure you donate. Help me get some dinner. I'd like to get something that was a little more tasty. Okay, a little more tasty than what I've been getting. So make sure you hook a brother up. If you don't have PayPal, you can always remember Cash App. Always remember Cash App. Okay, and if you don't have that, you know what? Venmo. Why not? Hit up that Venmo and support your dear pointer as he's trying to eat something good for dinner. Okay, so back to that Philadelphia. Let's watch it together, and I will just give you a little insight into what was going on when those things transpired that we were talking about, and when went viral. It really did.
Hey, my name is Jay Steinberg. I'm 73 years old. I'm from the Philadelphia area, and I'm looking for a real one.
Now, this gentleman here surprised me to a degree because, some of you know why he was surprising me. He signed up. He knew what the show was all about, and just had a tendency to do some things that I'm like, why would you keep doing that if you... Anyway, we'll get to that.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon.
Hi, my name is Maurice. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm 56 years old and I'm looking for a real one.
My name is Jermaine.
Maurice was a real one. Maurice was awesome. He was a real one. We appreciated him.
Jermaine Stokes,
doing his
53.
thing. Jermaine is a real one too. Jermaine is awesome. You're gonna see great. I'm hoping you saw the episode before this. My man Nigel. Okay, this brother. We're gonna get to why he was upsetting some people. He was upsetting some.
Got a balloon in your hand.
What's up, y'all? It's Nigel Wright from LA, Philly, but really out of Jersey. What's up, y'all? 07203. Want y'all to know I'm looking for a real one.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon.
My brother Derek was a real one. Some of you know he expressed what he's going through and recovering from. So God bless him as he's recovering from that. And some were wondering, then Pointer, why is he on the show? And we'll get to that momentarily.
Hello, ladies. My name is Derek Agricola. I'm 68 years old. I'm from Philadelphia, originally from Newark, New Jersey, Brick City.
Newark.
And I am
we were in Newark, Brick City. Some of you know that. 2 great episodes.
looking for a real one.
The balloon. The other girls popping. They don't feel like you do. I'm feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of A Real One. Pointer, I'm excited, elated, and ecstatic because what's about to happen today has never been done before in the history of dating shows. I am in the state of Pennsylvania, and I'm not just in any city. I'm in the city of brotherly love because I love my brothers. I got 5 kings from Philadelphia here. Brothers, how y'all doing today? Wonderful. So happy to see you. Y'all are looking really... Send $26. When I put that, I'm telling you, we got to get those balloons. You wouldn't watch it. Well, some of you would watch because you love Pointer, but a lot of you wouldn't watch if it wasn't for those balloons, and they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Heart-shaped balloons in that color and texture, they're not cheap. So
really good.
Make sure and you support please make sure you support. In the wonderful city of Philadelphia. Gentlemen, you have hearts in your hand, okay? That heart represents that you're open to find your Philly queen, okay? You're open to find somebody you can go take to get a Philly cheesesteak and all that good stuff, but you also have a heartbreaking device in your hand, okay? So that means as these lovely ladies come in and you get to know them, if you don't like what you see, if you don't like what you hear, any other sense, hopefully you don't smell them, but, you know, whatever the case, you'll. And that's a real thing. Some people always think, oh, Pointer, you're so funny. Oh, you're telling a joke. It's like, no, I'm actually not joking. Some people have entered into our sacred space of Real One Connecting, and they don't smell too good. They don't smell too good. So I need you to keep that in mind, okay? Come fresh. Come fresh, or some would say don't come at all. It'll break your heart. And that just represents that the connection won't be established. But if you hold on to your heart, and she's feeling you and you're feeling her, I'm going to ask you, could it be a Real One connection? And if you say yes and she says yes, it's a Real One connection. And we'll sponsor your first date. I'm talking about to one of them Philly cheesesteak stands, and y'all enjoy your date. How does that sound, brothers?
Sounds great.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm ready for our first Philadelphia goddess. My boy said sounds great, but I guess he was expecting something a little different, and we'll get to that in a moment. We are ready for our first real one with my first queen from Philadelphia. Come on in. Come on in, lovely lady. How you doing today? Wonderful. Welcome to, come in a little more for me. Welcome to a real one. Would you share with these kings your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Miss Jules. I'm 52 years old. I'm an operations manager at the airport.
Beautiful. Miss Jules is a sweetheart, genuine sweetheart. She got there on time, ready to go, ready to find a real one. Okay. Now, what you're about to see when I ask this question, it did go viral, and we'll analyze that. And I don't want to get canceled, but we will analyze. Okay, share with us this. What makes you a real one?
What makes me a real one is I'm not fake. I'm just myself. You know that.
Now, it went viral. I'm not even going to read the comments. I'm not even going to read the comments. They were not godly. They were not holy. They were not loving and kind. So it was quite sad to see some of the comments, but some that even tried to be respectful. There were some queens. There were some queens who commented and not trying to have any ill will. We're just speaking to some things. Okay. Yeah. But from my perspective, from Pointer's perspective, when I ask the question, what makes you a real one, I am not inherently discussing or asking about external things in terms of surgery, in terms of enhancements, in terms of BBLs. That's not what I'm asking. I mean internal, what's in the heart. Okay, so what this queen is saying, from what I know and from what I know of her, discussing, talking with her before and after the show, is she's talking about internally. She is not fake, obviously, right? I'm trying not to get canceled. You know, Miss Jules is a sweetheart. She's a beautiful person, and definitely her character shows that. Yeah, so I just want you to keep that in mind.
I'm genuine. I'm like, I don't want to go in the room, want me to be one person and the other room a different person. And then like, I'm balanced.
You're real. You keep it real.
I keep it real.
Okay.
I mean, I have a great job. My credit's not messed up. So, you know.
It's a green flag. Green flag. To have good credit. Some people are surprised. Oh, my credit score is good. It's like, well, a lot of people aren't. Why do you think there's so many services to, hey, I can help your credit go up? There's a lot of those. So, you know, good credit. Lovely lady. Be nice.
Shoes, right.
Yeah. Now, what are you looking for in a real one, in a king?
He has to be working.
Okay.
Okay. He has to love himself.
Okay.
He's not nasty to other people. I like someone that's, you know, that's approachable, that people, you know, think that he's a kind person. And he has to have good credit and not a bunch of kids, because I don't have that.
Okay. We can get to that. Cut to the chase. How many children do you have?
My daughters are grown too.
Okay, 2 grown daughters. So y'all ain't got to do daddy duty.
I'm someone that loves God, that loves himself, like to have fun. I travel a lot because I work at the airport. You know, travel for free.
Okay. Do you have your passport?
Yes, of course.
Very good. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm saying.
Fantastic. It hasn't happened to you. Well, do you have anything else to
the only thing I could speak to, as I like to keep it real, is, and this is a question. I'll just pose it as a question. Maybe the fans could let me know. I'm sure the fans, maybe you could let me know when it comes to the thighs matching. When it comes to the thighs matching, it should always, in my humble opinion, be to where they match. When it comes to the thighs matching, if you're going to get anything done, not if that's all natural, hey, if that's just how God made you, hey. But if that's not the way God designed you, which I don't see that normally, even when we think of God rest her sweet soul, Sarah Bartman, and that was a condition that the lovely Sarah had, but still the thighs were thick. The thighs were thick. So I'm just asking. I'm just asking what the fans think. I'm just asking. Should the thighs match? And I think I know the answer, but just let me know, should the thighs match? And I'll leave it at that without being careful.
Makes you a real one? Were you going to share something else? I don't want to cut you off.
What makes me a real one is that I don't play no damn game.
Yeah. We don't play no game. No. It hasn't happened to you, but in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things you don't tolerate?
Liars. People that don't work. Because I work.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And finally, what do you like to do for fun?
I travel a lot.
Okay.
I just came back from Atlanta like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Very good.
I've been to Paris, been to Germany. I've been a few places. I work at the airport. So.
Very good. Where do you plan on going next? Do you know?
I was going to go to New Orleans. My birthday's in 2 weeks.
Very good. Well, happy early birthday. We love to hear. Maybe you'll have gentlemen to go with you and celebrate.
I hope so.
We'll see what happens. Okay. You don't have any broken hearts, so you're looking really good. They're feeling you. So we're going to get to know you just a little more. How about that? Have you ever been married?
I was married when I was younger.
Okay. Why did that marriage not see till death do you?
I was married to one in the Sugar Hill game a long time ago.
Hip hop a hibbit?
Hibbit to the hip hopper, you don't stop the run. Come on, y'all.
Which one? Big Bad Hank?
He was no, not Big Bad Hank. He was like on Sugar Hill Records. He was a 4+1.
Okay.
The DJ. He was much older than me.
Oh.
And he was a nightmare.
Oh.
Ladies, just some advice from your dear pointer. Be careful. Be careful. And this is all sides, really. I think the older man, younger woman dynamic can be more dangerous, obviously. But even for older women and younger men, because there are some older women that like dating younger men, it's good to be careful and to truly use discernment. I am not the type to say that should never happen. If an older gentleman likes a younger woman, and obviously we're talking, I hate to have to say this too, but there are some weirdos out there who get very twisted in their thoughts. You have to be legal, total 100% legal. Nobody getting, no crazy, no R. Kelly. No. But if, let's say, a 21-year-old woman is attracted to even a 35-year-old man, and he is also attracted to her, and not that he was seeking her out, but if they were conversing and her maturity and things like that, and they connect, I don't logically, if you're discerning and you understand both people's character over a certain period of time, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. And we've seen examples of that, and not just in popular media, but in real life. I'm sure some of you, if you were to comment, some age gap couples that have successfully worked it out. But in this queen's case, in many cases, which is why some just say, don't do it at all, but I'm not going to throw that blanket statement. Generalizations are not healthy, usually, especially in the form of stereotypes. So I'm not going to say, older shouldn't date younger, vice versa. But in terms of her dating this gentleman, and she was young and he was older, and she said it was terrible. So I don't know which member of the Funky 4+1 it was. It might have been the +1, not sure. But if it was one of the Funky 4, it makes sense. They were getting funky. And that's never okay. It's never okay to mistreat anyone, but especially someone you're dating. So keep that in mind when it comes to the age gap dynamic. If you're not being discerning and wise and cautious, there are people that will take advantage of you due to your age and lack of experience. Although, as some of you would agree, there are younger people that are more experienced and more mature than people older than them. Yeah. Yeah, it's just true. It's just true. There are people in their 40s and 50s that don't have that many experiences besides just the time, the clock ticking. And oh, but I've been here 50 years, I've experienced more. What? Not always the case. You have younger people that could be 10, 15, 20 years younger than a 50-year-old that has they've been all over the country. They've studied different things, they've learned different things. You have people that are in their 20s that have been married and divorced. And there are 50-year-olds that have never been married or ever been divorced, right? So the experience doesn't just always mean I've lived longer and had more time on this earth. It could be things you intentionally or unintentionally experienced that can make you have more experience, especially in certain areas. So I'm sorry I had to preach that sermon, but we need that.
Oh, man, they had some hot tracks, too. I just wish it could have been transferred over.
I don't want to marry nobody in the music business. That's a lot to do.
Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe he's in the music business. We'll figure it out. But let's go for a few more questions. In terms of getting married again, would you want to be married again in the future?
Of course.
Okay. Very good. All right. Let's go down and figure out why that heart was broken. Let's take a few steps forward. You'll come down with me. We're going to come down, and then we're going to talk to this king that broke his heart. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
My name is Derek Agricola. I'm 68, and I have no problems with you. I'm retired.
Okay.
And I'm in treatment right now. I'm a recovering cancer patient.
Well, I hope you feel better.
I'm on my road to recovery, but I'm here. So, and I didn't want to disappoint you.
Why are you breaking your heart, though?
I need someone who's working, as she said.
Right.
I'm not working. I'm retired. I receive Social Security.
But if he's retired, is that okay? Move your hair some so they see how lovely your face is on that side.
I should add that I am financially stable. I have a FICO of 801. I'm good. I'm retired, but I handle my business.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm appropriate for you.
Okay,
So I
appreciate
busted.
that.
Thank
Do you agree with him? Is he appropriate for you?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
I don't know.
Okay.
I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know her.
Okay.
Right.
She could pop.
When people do this, now this is another important dynamic I need people to understand on the show. And this is you getting Pointer's inner thoughts. I don't know why I was moved to do this, but after my assistant, and I'm gonna let them slide because they did okay this week. But when we don't get as many real ones connected or try to connect with them, when we want it smaller, sometimes I'm like, hey, I want people to know what I was thinking. And when it comes up, when I ask people, is he someone that's your type? I'm not asking, do you know this person deeply and what are your deepest thoughts about them and all that. I just mean the aesthetic. And I'll clarify that, and some of you already know. So I think people try to complicate things and they don't want to just keep it real, even on a real one. Some of you know that. Some of you are like, Pointer, that wasn't a real one. Why do you have them on the show? Because they apply and appear to be real ones. We scout and interview and do all those things, and they appear to be real ones. But when it comes down to even a question like this, not saying that this king is not a real one or this queen, of course, but when you answer the question, it doesn't have to be too deep. Are they a real one? Are you attracted to them? It's not, oh, I don't know them. It's based on what you know. And a lot of the times on these shows, I mean, they'll go 15, 20 minutes of getting to know this person. And, oh, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. If it was someone you really liked, probably the aesthetic, then, oh, yes, they're my type. Yeah. And we may see that come up. So, actually we do, especially with this king. So keep that in mind.
Possibly be. Yeah. I don't.
I'm a nice person.
You seem to be.
Right.
And I always give people a chance.
Makes you a real.
She's not unattractive. I find her. She's attractive.
Okay. Could he be your type?
I mean, he seems like he's a nice person, but like I said, there's a conflict of interest.
Nothing like I used to.
No, we don't look at that. We look at the person's
Really?
heart.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Because that only lasts, those are.
And I'm going to just keep it real. For a recovering cancer patient, he looks good. He looks good to me. And when I was there in person, he's tall, strong, moving and grooving. So it was interesting when, that excuse was used twice. And after that, I kind of had to tell him, like, hey, you're here. You're here to be on a real one. So you got to connect with a real one. I just think there was other things. A lot of people use other issues and reasons to not connect. So I think that was
transparent, like the way you look doesn't look the same forever.
Thank you.
It's fleeting. Yeah,
Right.
the looks are
So you
fleeting.
want to look at someone's heart.
Amen to that. Let's take a step back because you still have 4 hearts remaining. Okay. Well,
Let's get
3
on.
now, but let's take a
Jay.
step in and talk to this king that broke his heart. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
I'm Jay. I'm 73.
You look great.
Thank you. So I'm much older than you.
Right.
And it's probably not a good match. I don't ever want to be married again.
What blows my mind every time, and I wish I could have proven this on this episode, and we did have unmelanated queens that had signed up, and of course, oh, I'm sick, oh, my dog had died, oh, I got ran over by a bike or whatever, the excuses that come. I'm just going to keep it real. As this brother is about to say, I'll wait till he says it, then I'll share, but a lot of the times older gentlemen want younger women. A lot of the times older gentlemen want younger women. So the excuse of, oh, I'm much older than you, in this age group, in this age bracket, as most of you would agree, when you're even over 30, over 40, over 50, as both of them are, the age thing doesn't always seem to play that big of a part, especially for an older man seeking a younger woman. So I don't think that's the real reason.
Okay.
So that was probably, if it's a deal breaker for you, it's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
I'm
want
not
somebody
interested.
who wants to be married.
Not looking to be married ever again. Isn't it?
Oh.
And that makes sense. If someone's seeking marriage and you're just truly not, that's a valid reason to pop.
Okay.
If she didn't want to get married again, could she be your type?
Probably not. I don't think that we're a match.
Why don't you think so?
And I wanted to get down to the nitty gritty. I don't do this with everyone, but I wanted to be like, well, my brother, you signed up, you're here, you came fresh, you're looking good. What's going on?
I just culturally, I think we're much different.
Okay. Oh, and that's why what I said earlier with the unmelanated queen, I believe that's what he was waiting for. I believe he was waiting for some unmelanation. And they had signed up. Trust me, we get a ton that sign up. And some admit to me, they admit, and I already told my members this, thank you, members, for paying each month to see exclusive content. But some get cold feet. And they even admit it the day of. And there's nothing worse than not being a person of your word. There's nothing worse than that. It's not right. It's not okay to agree to do something. And then, oh, I'm just too nervous. So then why just sign up? If you know you have that nervousness in you at any point, then don't do that to Pointer and Co. Don't do that. But I believe now we got down to the reason why Jay popped, the cultural difference, which is valid. But in Philly and a lot of the East Coast states and popular cities like Philadelphia, you do have a lot of intermingling. You do have a lot of, as Dr. Umar would say, snow bunny hopping, and you do have a lot of swirling. So you have the right to your preference, and I'm not saying this brother was wrong at all for popping whenever he wanted to pop, but you do have to understand that keeping it real off the jump is best. Keeping it real off the jump is best. Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
Absolutely not.
Okay, why not?
Like you said, it's a cultural difference.
Okay, all right.
And that makes sense for both. Again, it does make sense. No one is saying anyone's wrong for that, except keep it real off the jump. As she did. She kept it real off the jump.
We got another broken heart. Let's take a step forward and figure out why it was broken. Name, age, and why you broke it.
Hi, I think you're very attractive.
These people are killing you.
But I don't think we're compatible because I really don't. I'm not even thinking about getting married.
Okay.
I've had some bad experiences.
I can understand that.
You know,
you're very attractive also.
Thank you.
There's a lot of brothers that are expressing a strong dislike of marriage and a strong desire to not get married. And now you have women preaching to women, especially younger women, don't get married. We have someone I think overall is awesome, Leslie Jones. Some of you may have heard of what she had to say about marriage recently, has legalized slavery. That's correct. Legalized slavery. That's what Leslie Jones had to say about it. So she's encouraging women to not get married. And I just find it interesting that people will always, ever since the beginning, ever since Genesis, have always found reasons to try to negate and disassociate with God and whatever God has to say. Because God says, Jesus says, marriage is honorable. Okay. Now I understand getting the state involved. Adam and Eve didn't have a government that had to sign off, and make it legal. It was a covenant under God. And that's the most holy, sacred part of the marriage piece. Some argue, some Jesus freaks, as myself, will argue, hey, we don't need the government. You know, we got married in front of our family, friends. There were tons of witnesses and under God, obviously. So that's all I need. And I see that. I can't really argue against that. But there are benefits. There are benefits to being married, even when it comes down to, because some states, there is no common law. That actually doesn't exist in many states. So when you see the dynamic of, hey, this person is sick and I need to make a medical decision, if you're not married to that person, you can't. You can't legally. You can't. So it has to be next of kin. And if your kin is somewhere else and needs to make this decision, and it's a time difference and all these things, that can cause some issues. That can cause some serious delays and cause some traumatic situations to occur. So, and it's not just that. That's not the only reason to get married, but it is a valid one. As many of you would agree, our health is essential to our wealth. Our health is essential to our wealth. And I'm not talking money. I'm talking to overall vibrancy of life. Man, I'm preaching tonight. I don't know what's gotten into me. Let's keep watching.
That's about it.
Okay. How many times have you been married?
No, I came. Well, my mother was in bad.
And it just left a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, and father and all that. I just, that's just something that I'm not interested in.
Okay, but she could be your type aesthetically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he seems like he's a.
I mean, the camera person was doing their job. The camera person was doing their job. And I'm not saying that in any way that I appreciate this angle in terms of, ooh, I like it. But what I'm saying is there anyone on God's green, well, not so green anymore, earth, that would believe that that thing is real? And I'm not being inappropriate. I'm just telling you that y'all asked me, Pointer, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. I'm not doing anything wrong. She is a sweet person. I'd love to have her on the show again. I personally do believe she deserves a real one. But I just don't know. Why? How? And I truly believe we need to start holding doctors accountable. I truly believe that they need to be responsible for things that just are a little extreme. Now, there are people that may travel outside of the states. I believe that the United States has a certain code of conduct. It's funny, in some ways they don't, some ways they do. Medically, there's things they won't do. Certain percentages, they will only go but so far when doing certain surgeries and procedures. But you go down to Mexico, you go down to other states, Colombia, Brazil, and others, and they will do whatever you tell them. So maybe that's the case in this regard. I'm not sure, but nevertheless, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Really nice guy.
Very good.
He's gonna switch that marriage situation.
Yeah, you want to get married. You want a king. All right, take a step back. You still have 2 hearts remaining, so you're still looking good.
In your white dress. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. Let's get married. A lot of people sing Jagged Edge, but the edge is a little too jagged sometimes based on past experiences. And I think we have this brother here encouraging him, Jermaine encouraging Maurice to be like, hey, I understand why you don't want to get married.
No, you stay, just to stay and admire the beauty of this queen. And here's some brothers' responses. Let's go for this. You said you have children, 2 grown children.
Yep.
Okay.
That's on their own. My daughter graduated from Rutgers.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. I do have to ask, do you want more children?
No.
Okay. You never know. We had a 76-year-old guest who wanted biological children for the first time.
Y'all are sick of me. Y'all are sick of me saying that, but the brother went viral again. Recently. We reposted that clip from an iconic seniors episode last year, and it just brought a new wave. So I do have to mention it, folks. I'm sorry, because it'll never be the norm. Yes, you have Al Pacino. Yes, you have De Niro. Yes, you have all these other people that populate the earth at older ages. And that's why I have to mention it. That's why I have to ask. You do have women of an older age, 40, 50 plus, that are attempting to have children for the first time. So this queen's only 52. It's not too far out of the ballpark. Yeah, I think Bridget Nielsen had some children at a quite older age. So, bear with me.
Crazy.
So you never know what you're going to get on this show. You never know.
I like having my free time, and the person I want to be with, I want his children to be a little older, or maybe even like 16 or 15, so we could travel a lot.
Okay, and we can ask that. Let's actually ask these two kings your name, your age, and the ages of your children if you have them. So take a step forward with me, and let's figure that out. Name, age, and children.
Jermaine, 53, and one daughter.
Okay, what's her age?
She's 8.
Oh, that's good age.
Okay, 8 is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a step forward to this king. I'll take a step.
And what's always important, and I sometimes forget to do it, and I don't want anyone to seem like I'm interrogating them or trying to expose their well, I'll keep it real, maybe lack of responsibility at one time in their life. But it's important to ask the co-parenting situation, because it can sound okay. Oh yeah, 8 sounds okay, 15 sounds okay, whatever the age, under 18. But that co-parenting piece can make all the difference, unless the other parent is deceased. Or something like that, incarcerated or whatever. But if they're in that child's life, you need to ask. I need to ask. So hold Pointer accountable. You know what you can do? You can send me some money as a reminder. As a reminder. Please, I need some dinner. Please help me. Please.
Back just a little. Okay, great. Name, age, and children.
Nigel, 51, 32, 30, 25, 28. No, 10.
How many kids is that, 5?
Yeah, but they all old.
Okay.
Well, the 10-year-old is old?
Sometimes it slips out. I'm sorry. Sometimes. And I'm not even trying to clap back. I'm not trying, but it's like 10? And I've heard others. I've actually talked to others that believe 10 is old. It's like, oh, you're almost independent. She 10. Huh? At 10, I was all right. I had all my checks in my 5th grade book, but I wasn't in no independent. Come on. I don't know.
Nah, well, she just turned 10.
Okay. That works for you?
No, that doesn't work.
Just turned 10 is still 9.999. It's 9 senior. 10 is 9 senior, especially if you just turned 10. Whew. Thought he popping a balloon at this angle. Oh my Lord, these angles are just getting worse and worse. Goodness gracious. I don't know what's going on, y'all. It don't matter.
Okay.
Yo. Okay.
Okay. So do you want him to break his heart?
He didn't want to break.
Okay.
He did not.
I don't want to get married anyway.
Okay. Okay. Well, keep facing this way. I want to see your face, so face that way. Yes. We're just gonna ask a few more questions. You were holding on to your heart though before that. Is she someone that's your type?
I mean, body wise, yes.
Okay.
And thank you for the honesty. There's nothing wrong with saying body wise, yes. We have the right to a preference, but that also horrifies me. Also, well, okay. Yeah, I'm just like, if that's your type body wise, and everybody has the right to their preference, but I guess it horrifies me because that's not mine. So forgive me. I'm not saying he's wrong, but look at me canceling myself. See, that's why Pointer don't talk.
I think I love her body. I love the way she loves the Lord, but and I like that she got a good credit score.
Oh, we gotta have good credit.
Hell yeah, and she got a job. That all of those things work.
Job. I'm an operation manager.
Oh, that's even.
She clapped back. I don't just have a job, operation manager, and that's respect.
That's a career. That's a career.
Can I get a job?
What you do?
If you broke your heart, man, you should have found it out.
Well, I broke the heart for the show. I want to talk to you after the show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is he someone that's your type?
He said he has a great personality.
Okay.
But like I said, there's a difference in the children.
Right.
All right. Let's take a step back because this king just broke his heart. Tell us, sir, why'd you break your heart?
I guess I don't see a compatibility with me and her.
Okay. Could she? Why is it not compatible? Why is there no chemistry? Is there a reason?
I haven't figured it out yet. I think I would need more time, but this is just my personal observation.
Aesthetically, is she someone that's your type?
She's beautiful. Yes.
Thank you.
Is he someone that's your type?
I mean, he seemed like he was cool. Like I said, we all have our personal issues why we want a certain type. And I have to respect that.
Awesome. Okay. Let's take one step back, Queen, just to scale the horizon. The hearts were broken, but can we still clap it up for this Queen? She came all the way out in Philadelphia and came out. We appreciate you for coming.
I appreciate her. I really do. I'd love to have her back. They kept it real. She kept it real. They kept it real. So what can you expect from real ones? Except they keep it real.
Queens, I'm going to take that mic. Okay, and you can head back that way. Thank you so much for coming out. You are amazing, and we appreciate it. Well, if that's the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one with my next Philadelphian queen. Come on in for her king. Hello, lovely lady.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Wonderful. Step over just a little more, and then back.
Okay.
Wonderful. To the back. Okay, great. I just want to make sure you're framed up. Share with these kings your name, your age, and what you do.
Okay. My name is Michelle, and I'm in hospitality. You can call me Michelle, and I'm seeking someone that can meet my standards.
Beautiful. Now share with us what are your standards? Maybe give us 3.
Yes. I'm looking for someone who's trustworthy, someone who's honest, and someone who's willing to commit.
Beautiful.
Great standards. And I love how Shell came out with such intention. We need that. We need that intentionality, that boldness, and just like, hey, I'm not here to play no games. This is what I'm looking for. And this is why people love our, 50 plus shows, because you come in ready. You come in not playing any games. And there are some younger folks. We've had some great episodes with some that are under 50, even in their 20s, that are ready to go. They're not playing games. They're ready.
Okay. What are you looking for besides that, like in a real one? Some of the qualities at heart?
Fun, love, caring.
Was that on its own? Or did you break it? Do you want to? Okay, we can do heart transplants. I'm Dr. Pointer. I have done successful heart transplants. So let's get him a heart. In relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate?
Lying, cheating, and stealing.
This brother, man, I don't know. And those of you that saw the full episode, you already know why I'm saying this was, and I never want to discriminate when people apply and people tell me, my assistant, oh, hey, a comedian applied. I don't want to just say no, but I don't know if some are genuinely looking for love, or are they looking for views? Are they looking for the clout? So it's always tough for me, because in the application, they're like, hey, I have this amount of children. They're all honest. And then even in the interview, it's humor, but I guess when they get in front of the ladies, it's like, oh, this is my time to shine. And
okay.
Okay.
Okay, ain't doing that. We're going to ask you a few more questions. What do you like to do for fun?
I like to go out to concerts, sun-kissed beach, electrifying performances on the stage. I like theater, things of that nature.
Beautiful. Okay. Let's take some steps forward and figure out why this king broke his heart.
Yes,
so we're going to stop right here. And let's go name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Yes.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Excellent. My name is Nigel, and I'm 51. The reason why I broke your heart, or my heart, is because you said you want somebody faithful, and I'm not looking for a long-term relationship.
you can be faithful in a short-term relationship. What I didn't appreciate was this brother made it seem he was looking for a real one, but maybe that's where I have to step back and be like, okay, you can be a real one by expressing what you want. Because the point of the show, I mean, I would want everybody to, find their love, get married, but that's not everyone's intention. So I have to respect if it's a real one saying I want a short term and another real one saying I want a short term. That has happened on our show before. We've literally had, it was on the fitness edition. It was on the fitness edition, and the gentleman's name was Wolf, and the young lady Marina. For those real ones that watch the show, you know who I'm talking about. And she had just got out of a toxic relationship. He got out of a toxic relationship, and they were like, hey, we just need someone, this is horrible to me, but to pass the time, just to be with and keep each other company for a little. And they both agreed to that. So it still was a real one connection. It was the connection of real ones who were aligned in what they wanted. So I can't be mad at that. I can't.
And I probably will cheat on you.
Oh, okay.
We got to take that one back. I'm disgusted. We got to take that one back a little. We got to take that one back. Oh,
you said you want somebody faithful, and I'm not looking for a long-term relationship, and I probably will cheat on you.
Oh, okay. Well,
and you can see my face, the disappointment, the shock. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. And I don't know how many, especially queens, women being better than men overall and many times more intelligent. I don't see how a woman would sign up for, oh, you're going to cheat on me? Oh, I'll still be with you. I don't know I can't think of any woman. I can't think of any woman that would sign up for that and be okay with that. So that is terrible. And some have commented, some real ones, some fans, that Pointer, you should have just been like, all right, it's time for you to go out the gate. But I just was leaning on, I hope he's joking. I'm not going to grill him right here in front of this queen and people watching and the audience and stuff, but I was flabbergasted. As some would say, I was gobsmacked.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Well,
you know what I'm
let's
saying?
keep it real. I like
It's a real one.
Yes.
So I mean,
friendship wise, fun wise. Okay.
absolutely. We could have a damn.
What is going on? Oh, was that on purpose? Okay, that one he didn't touch it. Let's get him a heart transplant. Philadelphia's popping. But okay.
Because you know how Philly get.
Okay, exactly. For real. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. We're still okay though. We got some that are alive. But so gentlemen, you would cheat on her. Thank you for your honesty. But is she someone that's your type?
I think she's really pretty and beautiful and really smart. And I know you know what you want. But again,
Right.
you're gonna be mad. Why are you? Who is that? Why are you? I don't even need all of that.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
nobody likes drama. I don't do that, no matter what.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back. We got a broken heart back here with this gentleman. So we will figure out why the heart was broken. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Jermaine, 53, and the reason why I broke my heart was because I felt like you would be more compatible with one of the other gentlemen on the panel here.
That is terrible. And that's not keeping it real. And that's what breaks my heart. Sometimes real ones will keep it real with one and not with the other because they don't want to be honest. Don't do that. Don't. For those of you that are watching and like, oh, I may come on the show in the future. First of all, you need to realize Pointer loves you. Pointer wants you there. But you also have to do your share, do your part, and keep it real at all times. Popping your own balloon and saying, oh, I feel you're more compatible with somebody else, that's a no. That's a no. And I don't want to get too gangster in this next season, this next year of Real One Connections and all the great episodes that are going to drop, but you can't do that. You can't, or you might be excommunicado from the show.
Now, how do you know that?
To say, how'd you?
That was just something I was just thinking.
And dare I get canceled, and I don't mind because I'm not doing this in a way that's inappropriate or anything, but you can just tell sometimes. You can just tell. Yeah, when some's all natural. That's all I'm saying. Last thing I'll say is, and the thighs match. I think you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. She's someone that's your type?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So that explains. That's the real reason.
It, right.
What makes her not your type?
I'm not sure how to explain it right now.
Okay.
But see, that's what you could just lead with. Oh, why'd you break your heart? She's not really my type. Like that's fine. I may ask, why is she not your type? And if you don't have a reason, maybe I just don't really have a reason. I'm just not feeling the chemistry. You can't really ask, oh, why are you not feeling the chemistry? Because then that's just like, look, man, it's literally a feeling. There's too many songs about that feeling word. Hooked on a feeling. More than a, how does that go? It's more than a feeling. So you got to have a feeling. Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
I mean, he's a little short for me, but I prefer taller, but it's okay.
Okay.
She clapped back. She clapped back. No man wants to hear that. No man wants to hear that. A little shorter than that.
Okay. We just got a broken heart. Well, let's go back. We got one here. Let's figure out what Philadelphia is tripping about. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
I am Jay. I'm 73, and I'm probably too old for you at this point. You're looking for a long-term relationship. I'm not sure how long-term I got.
Oh, I can understand that.
You look great, though.
I got jokes. That's it. He made the joke, not me.
You could have another good.
Each. That
Thank
was a good one.
Wow. Could she be your type?
Probably not. I think, again, it's just not a good fit for me.
Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
Not really. He's my dad's age, so.
Okay. All right. Let's take a step forward.
He's cracking
Said
up.
dad.
There is a difference.
He got jokes. Jay had jokes. I was glad to have him.
Let's go to this wonderful gentleman. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
I think she's attractive,
Thank you.
and I like your personality and the qualities that you have. I don't think we're compatible because I have a lot of female friends, and I think that will start a conflict.
A lot of assuming. And this is something that can ruin relationships. It can ruin connections, is that assuming. She didn't mention female friends. She didn't mention male friends. She didn't mention any of that. So, brothers, you can't do this when you can simply just ask, hey, well, I have this question. That's the whole point of the show. Ask questions, get to know someone. So it would have been more effective to be like, hey, how do you feel about a man with female friends? Because once you pop, Dr. Pointer sometimes not in office. Sometimes Dr. Pointer is, helping in other ways. So, you know.
Is he correct to assume that?
No, he's not correct to assume. Most men our age do have, like I have a lot of male friends. So yeah, that's only normal at our age, I think, personally. Yeah.
And she's not wrong about that. If you've gotten to that age and it's like, look, okay, I haven't found my real one. I've been single for a while, or I have been dating, but nothing has been connecting. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you having friends of the opposite sex. There's no problem with that at all. So we've got to drop that too. We've at any age. I mean, I even think the emotional maturity, and if you have enough trust, even if it is like, hey, I do have this friend. I talk to them from time to time. I can understand the optics of, okay, me and her are just going out and my lady's at home. But the three of y'all can hang out. I mean, it doesn't just have to be cold turkey, bam, cut it off. It just doesn't. Logically, it just doesn't if there's trust. And especially, here's the kicker, especially if there is no attraction. If there is no attraction. I know many women that I could consider friends, and I'm not attracted to them, but I still enjoy talking to them, enjoy their perspective. If there is a situation where we can meet up as friends, obviously, I don't even have to say as friends because I just said there's no attraction or anything like that. So there's nothing inherently wrong with that. And that is simply something to be communicated. We've had women and men on this very real one, real time experience that have said, if you have an issue with me having, I remember, I think her name was Rabbit. I believe it was Rabbit. She said, I have a bunch of male friends and I'm not giving them up for anything. They've helped me tremendously, blah, blah, blah. So if you think that's a problem, you ought to pop. And so I remember the dude did pop. He was like, yeah, I just can't do that. I can't date someone that has multiple male friends. And that's fine. It's something to just be communicated. It's a compatibility thing. And sometimes people aren't compatible. So that's okay. So keep that in mind. Pointer's preaching tonight. Pointer's preaching. I'm doing so much preaching. You ought to send a little moolah. Help me get something good for dinner. I really want a steak. So if you send a little moolah to the Cash App, why not PayPal? Hey, why not PayPal? Why not? I know you got it. I know you got a PayPal. Everybody got a PayPal almost. And then if you know Venmo, please help your boy out. Please, I'm hungry.
Would you want a heart transplant? Because she's not going to trip about it.
I mean, no. I mean, it's.
Nigel, take a step back. He's locking. Okay.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Is she someone that you're type though?
Yeah, she's nice.
Okay. Is he someone that you're type?
He's cool.
All right. Let's take a step forward to this gentleman and figure out why he broke. Name, age, why he broke your heart.
My name is Derek, and I'm 68 years old. And I broke my heart because I don't feel like I'm at a point in time in my life right now where it would be fair for you or me. I don't think that we would have a fulfilling relationship at this point in time. But I think you're attractive.
Thank you.
I think you're articulate. You sound like a smart lady.
Thank you.
Other than that, that's my...
Why do you feel now is not a good time? She's here, you're here.
I guess I'm repeating myself. I'm under treatment now. I'm a recovering cancer patient.
Okay.
And my numbers are good. I'm getting better. But
God bless you.
I just don't feel like I'm in the right place. And there was a point.
Look at my boy. See, this is when I want to fire people. I want to fire them. My team is supposed to let me know if someone's on their phone. Look at Jay. Look at Mr. Cultural Difference. I don't want to date. Look at him. That boy just in his phone, just single pecking. Come on, my man. Come on. And nobody told you, brother. How am I supposed to know? They're behind my back, and I don't want to be checking back too many times, and then I'm missing the action up front. It's not okay. Don't do that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, what I believe with that gentleman was he was just turned off by the lack of unmelanation. I think he really was expecting some snow bunnies. That's his preference. That's fine. And I was too. I was expecting at least two for sure. I remember two. They were separate, and then just something. The flakes, and that's what happens when you're on the greatest tour in American history and stuff still works out. Thank you, Jesus. Still turned out great. But you never know what you're going to get. I know with my king here, Derek, it's so crazy. Him putting himself out there, him being confident enough to do this. We literally had women reach out saying, I want to talk to him via email. They emailed us. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful. I just wish he was more confident. It's like you came on the show. You want a real one. Why not snag one? Why not put yourself out?
In time, if you saw what I looked like before December, I'd be up in this But
That's what I'm saying.
It's okay.
I don't think I look presentable at this point in time. I don't feel good about myself.
Well, you have to get your morale up.
You're here on a real one.
Yes.
You got lovely ladies. Would you be willing to date someone that is a recovering cancer patient?
I would, yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't let sickness be the
Wow.
Would you want to hurt back?
Some people they gotta. And I've never had cancer, so God bless this brother. I literally prayed with him, while we were there, really, and just said, you got to be encouraged. You can't beat yourself up, and you're blessed to be able to recover. To be tall alone, you got multiple pluses, you got multiple green flags. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of the ladies just love a tall king. I would know about that. So this brother needs some encouragement. If y'all think of him, pray for Derek. Please.
You have a lovely lady here, Philadelphia Queen.
I'm going through chemo,
I get it.
I have days where I feel weak. I used to be a fitness instructor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm not used to being sick.
Right. I can understand that.
And I just don't feel good at where I am right now. And I would want to be. I'm faithful. I'm a good man. But I'm not in a good place right now.
Okay, I got it.
All right, but she is your type. She is your type. Amen. Yes, we'll definitely be praying for him. She is your type?
Yes.
Okay. And is he someone that could be your type? Okay.
You're welcome.
We got to talk to you. You missing out on a queen, man. You're here in the lineup. Okay, take a step back with me, lovely lady. Take a step back with me. All right, we're going to scale the horizon of gentlemen. It looks like the hearts are broken. Can we still clap it up for this queen? This is a
What was he doing?
Talk to you. You missing out on a queen, man. You're here in the lineup.
Looking up and down.
Okay, take a step back with me, lovely lady. Take a step back with me. All right, we're going to scale the horizon of gentlemen. It looks like the hearts are broken. Can we still clap it up for this queen? This is a Philadelphian queen, and she came out, and we appreciate her. So I'm going to take that mic, lovely lady, and you can head out that way.
Bonus, I'm about to close it out, folks. We hit our mark, 2 hours. You got some of Pointer's deepest, darkest thoughts. No, Pointer loves you. I really do, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in this evening. But I want you to see this lovely lady right here was her daughter. And Nigel, when they were interacting, he kind of mentioned that. In some of their clips going viral. Pretty interesting interaction. But yeah, that was Shell's daughter. So Nikki is Shell's daughter. So that was beautiful to have. I like mom and daughter dynamics when both of them can be attracted to men in the same age group, which is nothing wrong with that. Pointer already expressed that to you. So it would be a cool thing. And then you know what shocked me, folks? We saw Derek right here. Look at him making her blush. He totally dropped all the woe is me, I'm going through a lot, which he is, God bless him. But he put the Mac Daddy on for this young lady. So I think what boiled down for him was, opposite of Jay wasn't looking for someone much younger. Derek was. Derek was ready for a young queen. So you never know what you're going to get. You never do. Folks, we got to end out with a banger. We got to end out with one of your favorites because Pointer has some work to do. But please make sure you make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you for just listening to Pointer's Inner Thoughts on the greatest show on the internet. Your favorite show, a real one. But I'd be remiss if I didn't play the song that changed the world and changed the way that metal is played each and every day.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. The other girls popping. They don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection. Girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far. Just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart. And everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Lean the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile. bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. 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 Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Pop the balloon. 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 Yeah. Don't pop.
Don't you dare pop, don't you dare pop. Folks, I love you. Jesus loves you, most importantly, but Pointer does too. And I hope you have a remarkable evening. We had a real one connection, so let's just clap it up one more time.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon.
Don't you dare pop that balloon. Pointer loves you. Jesus loves you, most importantly. I will catch you next Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And comment whether you like the big groups, the small groups, whatever the case. If you want me to react to another episode, let me know. We can even go back in time. I don't mind going back to the past, back to the future, and analyzing some older episodes because so much has transpired. And we have so much in the works. So that's why I need you to continue to subscribe, like, comment, share. Yes, I've begged sufficiently tonight, and I will continue to do so until I get the dinner I desire. So hook a brother up on Cash App, please. Just okay, if you can't send 20, send 15. I'm being nice. I love y'all. But truly, if you can't send 20, please help a brother out. Continue to do your thing. Pointer will catch you next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Tell a friend to chime in. And if you want to be on the show, DM us on Instagram. Send us an email. A Real One Real Time is ready for you. Until then, we'll catch you next time. Thank you, real ones. Thank you.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon.